would you like a light?
What?
I have a lighter here somewhere for your cigarette.
Oh, this. No.
With all due respect, I have no interest in breathing any secondhand smoke. Besides, I believe state law prohibits smoking on train and subway platforms.
Let me guess. A lawyer.
Yes, a good one too, so I recommend you not violate state law in front of me.
The lady doth protest too much, methinks.
Lay off it. I didn't want to light, okay? I don't want to smoke it. I'm saving it. It's my last one.
Excuse me, dearie. I couldn't help it overhearing. You're saving it? May I presume you're quitting the habit?
I guess you could say that.
Congratulations and have faith, dearie. I will pray for your success.
Yep, those things will kill you.
Running late again. So just tuck the kids in and kiss them goodnight for me. And please make their lunches for school tomorrow. I have to leave early tomorrow for a presentation to a client. Stephanie likes her sandwiches cut in little triangles. But I'm sure you already knew that, honey. Honey? Damn. No signal. Excuse me. Do you by any chance have a phone that I can use for a few moments?
I usually get reception in the subway. Hold on.
I'm not exactly sure what I'm today, so I don't know how much of the message I got to my husband. Any luck?
That's odd, I can't seem to find it.
Excuse me. I usually keep my phone in my coat pocket, but oddly I don't seem to be wearing my clothes. Sorry.
I just wanted to tell my kids I love them. I'm sorry I missed talking to them again. Children are a heritage of the Lord, and the fruit of their womb is his reward. How many children do you have, dearie? 3. I'm sure he'll come for you. Did anyone happen to see a payphone in the station anywhere?
Payphone down here? You're right.
What about upstairs? Dearie, don't worry about it. It sounds like your husband is an expert at this. I just wanted my kids to know to say goodnight on the machine before bed.
That'd be a long distance call.
Maybe I'll just not home tonight this evening. Ben had a little league game tonight. My husband sometimes takes them out for ice cream. Maybe Stephanie won't fall asleep in the car. Does anyone know when the next train comes?
It should be any minute. I just missed a train when I got here, and that was... My watch has stopped.
Mine too.
It's all right. I'll just go upstairs and look for a payphone up there.
I think I lost him.
I don't see anyone coming.
Don't talk, son. Catch your breath.
Oh, good. Does anybody know when the next train comes?
It should be soon.
Were you running from someone?
Yeah, I was at an ATM when some guy pulled a knife on me. He told me to give him all my money, but I took off. Cut through Central Park and came down here.
Central Park?
Central Park, as in New York City? That's not possible.
What? Why not?
Because we're in Chicago.
Chicago? No, that's impossible. This is New York.
But it's Seattle.
California. I teach English and European literature at UC Berkeley. Where do you think we are?
The other sisters and I were vacationing in Rome. I've wanted to go there all my life. I was sitting in my room reading up on the cathedrals we were going to see. I believed I dozed off. This doesn't make sense. I was walking to the bus stop talking on my cell phone. Maybe I wasn't paying attention to where I was going, but I'm positive that I never entered a subway station.
Toto, I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
If you have something to contribute to the conversation, please do so.
Do you really want my contribution?
You were here when I arrived. You must know where we are.
Where we are? We're in a subway station that happens to connect to a lot of different places, including a hospital in Jacksonville, Florida. Don't you find that odd?
This is ridiculous. It must be a dream or something.
Hey, I am not dreaming. I ran across Central Park. I know that for a fact.
Oh, you're right. You escaped a mugging. Have you checked your wallet, Sonny?
My wallet? What's that got to do with it?
Just check your wallet.
All my money is gone. What? How? What,
Maybe you didn't get away. Consider that.
what is that supposed to mean?
Your man has just been robbed. Show some compassion. passion.
It still doesn't answer where we are or how we all could have gotten here.
The only way he could have gotten my money is if he stabbed me. But, so how does that work? Did he stab me? When am I dead?
You're all dead.
That can't be true. I think I remember if I just died.
After you die, you go to a subway station? It's ridiculous.
They do say the Lord works in mysterious ways. This is crazy. Whatever this place is, I have to get back to my family. Away from you people. I'm going to find a phone. Even if that means going back up to the street. Call my husband.
You won't find one.
People who have been clinically dead, but resuscitated, have claimed to see a bright light down a dark tunnel. When's the next train come?
That's clever thinking. I ain't thought of that.
So you're going to accept without proof that we're all dead and that the afterlife is a subway station? I won't. I'm not convinced beyond reasonable doubt that we're all dead.
Spoken just like your kind.
Look at the evidence.
What evidence?
Stopwatches, phones with no reception. How do we all wind up in the same subway station from so many different places? And why didn't I put some clothes on, for Pete's sake?
All circumstantial. I'm still not convinced.
It doesn't matter if you're convinced or not. You're still dead. We all are.
Why do you believe him?
She's been brainwashed. I know what this is. Some sort of a government experiment or alien abduction.
Let's not jump to conspiracy theories here. They may be telling the truth.
She was here before I was.
So you knew all this when we got here?
Yeah.
Yet you withheld that information from us? How dare you?
She is not to blame for our passing.
What was she supposed to say? Nice to meet you, and by the way, you're recently deceased. You wouldn't have believed her.
I don't believe her. Maybe this is all a bad dream. I know I shouldn't have stayed at the office so late. I'm getting out of here and calling a cab.
There's no way out.
What?
There's no stairs up to the street level, just stairs down to the platforms.
But that's not possible. How did we get in there?
If we're dead, doesn't matter. Our spirits were brought here for some reason. I would assume we materialize upstairs or something to that effect.
But my kids, helping. And don't worry about it. Your husband will get them through this. That's not the point. If we're dead, I'm never going to see them again. I haven't been there for them as much as it is since my husband was laid off and I went back to work. I've missed the past 4 years of their lives, and now I'm going to miss the rest. I'm sure they know you love them, but I haven't been there for them. What kind of a parent have I been?
We passed denial and now we're into guilt. Wake me up when the next train comes.
You've tried to provide for them the best you can. You've done nothing wrong.
Your family needed money to get by, and you took care of that, I assume. What you did was honorable.
You don't get it, do you? You must not have kids.
I have a son. He's an engineering major in college. He's a good man. My wife, we're very proud.
2 daughters, both in high school. Sister, I think I'd like to make a confession.
What is it, son?
Well, I don't go to church very often, but I've done something terrible.
What are you doing?
Well, if I'm dead, I'd at least like to get my sins off my chest.
Now, I'm not Catholic, but isn't that something you're supposed to do before you die?
Given circumstances, it's better late than never.
No. Don't do it.
What now?
You don't want to go there. It's only going to make this place worse.
Excuse me, son. Terry, please tell me what's bothering you.
What's her problem?
Something must be troubling.
Probably withholding more information. She obviously knows more about this place.
Why must everyone be a hostile witness to you?
How old do you think she is?
Early 20s, I'd say.
No one deserves to see their children die before.
I can't just leave my car stuck in the mud like that.
What if I'm home late? My father will kill me. Then he'll kill you.
No, it's not fair.
How's a tow truck supposed to get down there in this weather? I should be waiting with my car.
Once you take me home, then you can go back. And I'm sorry my parents have a stricter curfew than yours do. At least it's not raining in here.
You don't deserve to be here this young.
But they are here.
Should we tell them where here is?
Maybe you're better off not knowing.
Are you to know as much as we do.
She won't say much, but I think I've got her calmed down. I see we have new arrivals.
We're debating whether or not to share a predicament with them.
They will learn when the time is right.
Do you get the feeling that everyone's watching us? Or am I being paranoid?
I think they're all watching us. Excuse me? Do you know when the next train comes? Is there anything we can help you with, Yuri?
No, nothing, just trying to get home is all.
Yes, sister. My boyfriend and I got a little bit of car trouble. Embarrassing story, actually, but I need to get home soon. Do you know when the next train will get to... What's the closest station to my house?
I don't know. I don't think there is one.
There has to be one. Why else would we have come down here?
Listen, have we ever been on a subway before? I mean, is there even a station anywhere near us in Indiana?
You have a point. Excuse me, sister? Do you know which way this train goes? Which way?
Which way?
Now that's an enigmatic inquiry.
If we were going to get on the next train without knowing where it goes?
What do you mean you don't know where it's going?
It's a little complicated.
A little complicated. That train is our only way out of here, and we don't even know which way it goes.
Our only way out? What are you people talking about?
As I see it, theology tells us that the train could be headed in one of two directions.
And what are they, smart guy?
Accepting our condition for what we think it is, the train either goes up or down.
Up or down? What does that mean?
Nothing. More of the same.
What are you people talking about?
Up or down?
Man, what a crappy way to end the night. First the car rolls down a hill and now I'm stuck with you wackos. All I wanted to do was get my girlfriend home.
I don't think we can get home tonight.
You don't see that, Steve.
Say what?
The rain came unexpectedly. I know the brake was
The
on.
brake would have held if it didn't get muddy so
It's
fast.
just all right. There was nothing we could do.
I promised I wouldn't let anything happen to you. Your father's definitely going to kill me now.
No, he won't.
How could you miss a hill? Were you drinking?
No?
We do not drink.
Leave them alone. This can't be easy on you.
Sorry. You must know the underage drinking statistics.
All I wanted to do was take my girlfriend out for dinner for her anniversary and overlook the town afterwards. Didn't plan on the car sliding down the hill.
Your anniversary?
Yeah, 8 months. So it's true. We're really, well,
I'm afraid so.
that's why the two of us aren't soaked, right?
I would suppose so. You're very bright for your age. You seem to be handling the news better than some of the adults around here.
Thanks, I guess.
Baby, listen, if we're, and is everybody else too?
Probably. So, what happens next?
Excuse me?
The train. Which way is it going? Up or down?
We haven't determined that yet. How ironic. When I assigned Dante's Divine Comfort to my students last semester, I never imagined I'd soon experience it.
There's nothing. Not a single clue anywhere here. How are we supposed to know which way it goes?
That's what she's not telling us. You know which way the train goes.
No.
You're withholding information again. You know which way the train goes, and that's why you haven't gotten on yet.
You mean she knows it's going to hell, so she hasn't gotten on?
Clear case to me.
You mean it's going out
But-
there?
No, I don't know which way it goes.
Sister, I'd like to make that confession now.
Go ahead, son.
You see, I work for this insurance company as an accountant. And I know what you must be thinking. It's an industry known for ripping people off. That being said, I came across an error of $25,000 in the company's favor. I tried to tell my supervisor about it, but he didn't want to hear it, and he brushed me off. If the company didn't want to acknowledge its existence, well, you see, my oldest daughter starts college in a year, and tuition being what it is,
You embezzled it?
I wired into my bank account. A few days went by, and no one seemed to notice.
Thou shalt not steal. Even Ireland is a commandment, not just the law.
But I gave it back. I felt awful about what I did, like a criminal.
I hate to break it to you, but what What you did qualifies you as one.
But I gave it back. I checked my account balance afterward. It was back. I gave it back.
It's still a crime.
You did correct your sin. Perhaps in God's eyes you are forgiven.
But is that enough to change the direction of the train? I'll admit, I wasn't always there for my kids, but why should I be doomed for help?
Ask her. She has the answer.
I told you, I don't. I don't know which way the train goes.
Yet you refuse to get on.
Please have some mercy on her.
I was gonna get on the last train. Dozed off, but I was gonna get on, no matter which way it was going.
But don't you want to know which way?
Sonny, I've lived my life. Spent the last years of it in a hospital bed with the cancer. I've tried to forget about it. I could go to heaven, I could go to hell. I tell you, I have seen hell. I fought in Korea. A buddy of mine stepped on a landmine and sent a piece of shrapnel into my leg, giving me this limp. Yeah, I killed people. Maybe some of them innocent, or guilty of nothing more than fighting for their own country like I was. I tried to do good by that. Did volunteer work, started a business, tried to be a good father, husband, and grandfather, lived a clean life. So maybe I'll get into heaven. But I can't change what I've done. So I'm prepared for the worst.
You don't want to know.
I've lived my life. It's all behind me, and there's nothing I can do about it. You young folk don't have that life experience yet. I bet you that's why she won't get on.
She's scared. That's it.
Don't you see? There's nothing we can do. That train goes somewhere, but no one knows for sure which way. What if it goes to hell?
But what if it doesn't?
But what if it does?
Listen, I may not know much about this stuff, but, I mean, we have a nun here. Isn't that, like, for sure enough to say that's going to heaven?
Well, Sonny, I've done things in my past that I'm not proud of. In Catholic school, I was a real hooligan.
I don't know what that means, but aren't you in with God or something like that?
Perhaps. When I was in school, I cheated on tests, taunted my teachers, threw rocks through some windows, even shoplifted some bubbles. Since then, I have served the Lord, so I believe I have made my peace with him.
And you're content with the possibility of going to hell?
If that's what the Lord has chosen for me. But I have faith that's not the case.
She says it's going to heaven, so it must be true. I mean, we have a nun here.
We also have a lawyer here.
Go to hell.
Looks like I have a 50-50 chance.
What is your problem with me?
My wife recently filed for divorce.
Blatant stereotyping. I'm not a divorce attorney, I'm a prosecutor.
That explains why you've treated us all like criminals.
What happened, Professor?
Well, you see,
You had an affair, didn't you?
yes, with one of my students. She was a graduate student, a consenting adult.
That doesn't make it right.
I know what I did was wrong, but it's not a crime. My marriage hasn't exactly been working for a while. Ever since my son left for college, me and my wife grew more and more distant. And then there was this girl.
Your wife found out?
For all we know, she could have killed him and sent him here.
Look, I know what I did was wrong, but don't I deserve some happiness?
You complete the unholy trinity. Stealing, killing, and now adultery.
We are so screwed.
A moment ago, you were convinced we were going to heaven. Not so convinced now. What are you hiding?
We should let the Lord and not each other judge our actions.
I understand I made a major transgression, but otherwise I'm a good person.
We get it. You were dedicated to your son, your job, your students. A little too dedicated to one of them, perhaps, but...
Those who live in glass houses shall not throw stones.
Stop it.
Why don't you share your history with us?
Please stop.
It's no one else's business.
Stop.
Are you afraid that it's your presence here that sends the rest of us to hell?
Shut up, both of you. Now do you get it? I don't know which way the train goes because of this. Is this person good? Is that person bad? There's no way anyone can figure out which way it goes if you keep fighting with each other. I've been here, and I've seen enough other people go through exactly what you're going through, and still no one finds out which way the train goes. How can they get home without knowing?
She's right. The last people here wouldn't stop yapping like you folks. So I dozed off. None of them had a decency to wake me up when the train finally did come. Heaven, hell, who cares? Just get on the train, I say.
Have you all noticed that we've all done something we're not proud of? That we all seem relatively decent people.
Dichotomy, so to speak.
A what?
Dichotomy. Possessing two sides that are contradictory. SAT word.
That's it! A subway station has two platforms, two sides, and we can't see the other side because of that wall.
Since when are you the expert on the afterlife?
Hear me out. Whichever way up the train on this side goes, the train on the other side must be going the other way.
So you're saying that if this is the train to hell, then the other one goes to heaven?
Or vice versa. I saw another set of stairs up there. It must lead to the other platform.
Are you suggesting that we send someone to the other side to discover where they're going?
Exactly.
So who do we send?
Not you. We don't want them thinking that they're bound for heaven.
We don't want them thinking they're bound for hell either. So, not you, sister. No offense.
None taken. I think we're on the right side.
An expedition. Sounds fun. Wake me up when you get back.
I'll go.
No, you won't.
I can take care of myself.
I'm staying put and you're not going alone.
I'll be alright. It's not like anything can happen to me. We're dead, remember?
Look, I'll go with her.
You're not going anywhere with my girl.
I know Blake. I'll go, alright?
Listen, I'm not getting on the train unless you're here, so come back. Promise?
Sorry about that. He's a bit overprotective.
It's alright.
Now just go over there and find out as much information as you can. Try not to give away too much about us. Then come back.
You won't like what you find.
You're not being helpful.
My boyfriend means well. He really does. He wants to hold on so tightly because I'm leaving for college soon, and he isn't. I'm hoping in time we'll painlessly drift apart, but then I feel awful because I feel like I'm leading him on. I want to be on my own, find my own life next fall, but I don't have the heart to tell him it may be without him. He'd be devastated, and the last thing I want to do is hurt him. Does that make me a bad person?
No worse than the rest of us. You have to be true to yourself. Even if that means moving on without yourself. May I ask why you're confiding in me?
I get the feeling you're a good mom.
Excuse me, I didn't see you there.
Quite all right, dearie.
Does anyone know when the next train comes?
Soon, dearie. Soon.
Thanks.
Is something bothering you?
Oh, why do you ask?
You seem a little stressed.
Give me that.
Oh, are you hiding something?
Not this again. Don't you remember innocent until proven guilty?
Interesting. Looks like she's taking notes on us.
What?
Why would she be doing that?
I'm just trying to figure out who you people are. Just see if you're different than us. Over there.
Over there? Wait, you mean you're from the other platform?
You're from the other platform? Is my girlfriend okay?
Haven't met her. I saw the two of them go up as I came down.
You say you're here to see if you're different than us. Why?
The same reason you sent them. Trying to find out which way our train goes.
Wait, you mean you don't know which way your train goes?
No. We were hoping you knew.
Nice puzzle. Good sense of humor you've got. I just hope this train finally comes so I can finally rest in peace.
And you're sure you don't know which way your train goes?
We're just a bunch of dead folks who might be good or bad. Same boat as you.
Yes.
Damn it! How are we supposed to know which way it goes?
Howdy, sister. They'd like to know you're over here. We've got to find them from Omaha over there. Died in fire after rescuing two kids and a family dog.
Ooh, that's good. Oh, I didn't mean it that way.
But he cheated on his income tax. We also have a lawyer. He says he gives to charity, but he seemed to have sleazy.
Ours isn't sleazy. Opinionated maybe, but not sleazy.
That almost sounds like a compliment.
He's bragged about people he saved from jail time, but they didn't sound like high-class citizens. You catch my drift.
A defense attorney?
Yeah.
Let me talk to him. Then I'll tell you which side's going to hell.
You lost a big case because of the defense attorney.
I was trying to drug dealer. He was selling to kids. I knew he was guilty. I'll bet the judge knew it. I'll bet even the jury knew it in their minds, but his lawyers blew holes in all my evidence. Said some of it was circumstantial, some inadmissible. Even made my best witnesses look unreliable on the stand. He got the jury to doubt the legality of the arrest warrant, enough reasonable doubt to acquit.
Well, couldn't you try to appeal or try on a different charge? They do it all the time on TV.
I've been working on that. Late nights alone at the office, ordering takeout for dinner. Next thing I know, I'm here.
Do you think you showed?
I tried that case to the best of my abilities.
No. On your dinner.
Maybe, I guess. Not that it matters now. My point is that he's free to roam the streets. He's going to keep doing what he does. What if some unfortunate kids overdose and die because I couldn't get a guilty verdict? That would be on my head.
You did what you could. The Lord will not fault you for that.
She's right. I would doubt any of us could fault you.
But I fault myself. The people trusted me to keep them safe by putting criminals behind bars, and in this case, I failed.
We've all failed, it seems, in our own ways.
Just like this. I work in a greasy truck stop off the interstate in Texas. The guys try to grope me while I'm serving their food. I grin and bear it because it pays the rent after my daughter's deadbeat father left. But today there was this one scuzzball who wouldn't get the hint I wasn't interested, so asked bid in his tuna melt. Wanted to do that many times before, but never been pushed that far till tonight. It must have been all the overtime. I was real cranky, falling asleep on my feet. Last thing I kind of remember is slipping down the back stairs and hitting my head. Then I'm over there. Talk about bad karma. I still got his dinner check in my apron.
So which side is which? What kind of place is this?
I tried to tell you, but none of you would listen. You wouldn't have had to send anyone if you had just listened to me. But no, you blew me off. Don't listen to the crybaby.
She's right. My girlfriend shouldn't be over there.
I've been on both sides of this awful place, and no matter which side I'm on, it's always the same. I listen to you all confess and feeling guilty about your lives, and I'm tired of it.
Then don't listen.
No matter how hard I try, there's no way to tune you all out. There's nowhere to hide. And with only this platform and that one, there's nowhere else for me to go.
I disagree.
Oh yeah? Where else can I go?
Onto the train.
Nah, no way.
It's what you're supposed to do. It's why we're all here. Whatever lies beyond that train must be better than the uncertainty of this place.
So now you're a philosopher.
I'd rather take my chances staying put. I'm not getting on that train. You don't know my life. You don't know the pain I've been through and caused. I can't imagine I have any chances of getting into heaven, so I must be going to hell. And I don't want to go there. But no matter how hard I try, I can't figure out which side will keep me away from there. You all discuss and argue and confess, and I've even seen some groups think they figured it out. And as much as I want to believe them, I never buy it. What if they're wrong?
Figure it out? We're no closer than when we got here.
What makes you think you're bound for hell?
I ran away from home when I was 16 because my parents wouldn't let me date this older guy. Said he was bad news. They turned out to be right, but I didn't listen, so I dropped out of school and ran off with them. Dumb move. We both got jobs at a burger joint to pay the rent, and about a year later, I thought I was pregnant. Turned out I wasn't, but when I told him, he hit me and left, taking all the money we had. He even told my boss I had been stealing money from the registers when it was him doing it. I was fired, I had no money, no job, and nowhere to go.
Couldn't you go back home?
I wanted to, but I was young and stupid. I didn't think my parents would want to see me again. I said some really nasty things to them. I didn't think I could go back there. lived on the streets for a couple years, did so many bad things to get food, money, cigarettes. I was gonna give them up after this one. Give it all up and straighten out my messed up life. Then I was here. I don't know how I died. Exposure, accident, who knows? What's worse is that I don't know if my parents know I'm dead. And they definitely don't know I'm sorry for what I did to them.
When was this?
2, maybe 3 years ago, I guess.
You've been here that long?
Hard to tell in this place. And it feels longer. It's always the same thing, over and over. And I'm tired of reliving my life story to every new group that comes through here.
There's a way you can break that cycle, dearie. Come on to the train with us.
I told you, I won't. I don't deserve to go to heaven, and I don't want to go to hell.
I think she's right. I don't exactly deserve to go to heaven either.
Well, what makes you say that?
Listen,
What happened wasn't your fault, dear.
yes it was.
Well, that's not what you said before. Was it indirectly your fault?
It might have been. Listen, the emergency brake on my car doesn't always stick. It's an old car. My dad kept bugging me to get it fixed. And heck, I could have brought it to the auto shop and gotten some friends to fix it. But no, I kept putting it off until I practically forgot about it. What were the chances that we'd be on that hill during a freak downpour? I can't help but think that if I'd gotten the brake fixed, that maybe the car wouldn't have slid down the hill and we wouldn't have died.
We don't know that for sure.
But I know that the brake didn't work right. Maybe it wouldn't have stopped the mud or the rain, but it probably would have saved our lives. So you see, it is my fault. I'm the reason my girlfriend's dead.
What?
I'm so sorry.
If only I had told you sooner.
What are you talking about?
I don't think we can go to the same place.
Wait!
Let her go. Let her move on.
I was supposed to take care of her. Couldn't even get that right.
Maybe we should all move on. It's wherever this train takes us. I think that's what we're supposed to do.
Well, what did you find out about the other side?
Different people, but the same situations we have. But I guess you've already figured that out.
Yeah, I'm headed back. I'll check to see if your girl's okay.
You're going back? Does that mean you think that that side's the right one?
Can't tell the difference. I don't think I deserve this organization, but I'd rather stick with where I first wound up.
The devil you know is better than the devil you don't. So to speak.
I promised her. I promised her.
Look, we all make promises in a variety of phrases. My wife was till death do us part. I broke it years before I arrived here.
Yeah, but you didn't kill your wife.
Not physically, but perhaps I did emotionally. In life, we make choices. And some of those choices can get us too far off track. And what are we left with at the end? A chance to reflect upon our actions. Have you ever noticed how effective humans can be at punishing themselves?
I think that's the train.
Just like that? We have to decide if we're getting on the train right now?
Now do you understand? You all can do whatever you want. I'm staying here.
Wake up, sir.
Thank you.
Are you two getting on?
Not without my girlfriend.
It looks like he and I might need some more time to think.
Suit yourself. I'm glad I'm not missing this one.
What about you, dearie?
I told you, I won't, I can't. What if,
What if it doesn't? This is your chance to stop reliving all the doubt and all the guilt.
but what if it goes to,
Then I'll be there with you.
even if it goes to,
Even if it goes to.
you never done anything like that for me. Not since I left home anyway. I don't know what to say.
Just say you have faith. It's unfortunate that they won't join us. Some take a little longer than others to overcome their wills. Right, dearie?
I just hope they don't stay long and put themselves through the same hell I went through for 3 years.
What did you say?
I hope
After
they-
that, you said, put themselves through hell. You don't think...
Wait, are you saying that this place is...
Well, I'll be.
So they do both trades, perhaps. I pray our counterparts across the way have found something of their own. I've been telling you that's all we need.